Hey everybody, it's Brandy, and you are watching Abstract Crafter. Today we are going to be doing a drill with me on yet another Halloween canvas. So, I have a lot of updates and some other things to get into. So if you're curious, or you need some company while you diamond paint, while you work on some craft projects, or while you just do work in general, then gather your materials and we will get started as soon as I roll those intro credits. Well, hello friends, welcome back. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I am so glad that you stopped by. We are going to be working on Witchy Owl, is what I like to call her. I got her last year. I don't even remember who I got her from. I'm trying to look underneath this tape to see if I can remember. I don't remember, but I will link the unboxing up in the eye. And I'm going to insert a picture here so that you can see what it is that we're working on. And it's upside down, but it's the top half of her little witchy hat. So I have to gather a few materials of my own, and then we will get into some updates, some other things, and we'll just go from there. All right, I think I'm as set up as I can get. So, you probably noticed that there's only one drill with me this week. And I'm always said from the very beginning that I would be trying different things to see what worked and what didn't. And so now I'm trying to see if people prefer the one drill with me a week that's a little bit longer, so roughly an hour instead, because I guess I started doing the smaller ones because it was easier on upload times and stuff for me, but I guess in the end it will be easier to upload one versus three. Just means that there'll be less of me. And not every day, but that's okay. There's other stuff that I have coming out. So let's talk about some of that. So I had the accessories video come out. We talked a little bit about that in a different drill with me. But I've been doing some experiments, and I have the next video coming out is the sealing video on the accessories using resin again. So it seems like the video is very successful, which makes me very happy, because sometimes you just never know. I know I personally haven't put out sealing videos, so that could be why, but I am really excited to see what you guys think about the accessories, because it might not have been so successful as far as the just regular diamond paintings go and encapsulating them in the way that I did, but I think you guys will be very pleasantly surprised with the way this new ceiling video that's coming out next. I know I was pleasantly surprised. And I don't want to give too much away because then you won't watch the video. But it's gonna be better than the first round, than part one, I guess. It's not gonna be named part one, part two, but for the sake of me telling you, it is. So that's coming out. I have, what else do I have coming? That might be exciting. See, I am picking out stuff for a new project to Amazon, and a little hint on that, it's gonna be a special drill edition, because when I first started Project Amazon, it was kind of to shine some light on different sellers on Amazon, because I'm an impatient person, and waiting a month, 3 weeks to 4 weeks roughly for things to come from Aliexpress when it's the only things I have coming, I become obsessive. I have the apps and I check them every day, sometimes twice a day, sometimes more, depending, just to see if anything's updated. Where are they now? Have they moved? When are they going to be here? Like, I get really excited about mail and when I order stuff. So I kind of wanted to shine a little bit of light on the things that Amazon had to offer. And it was very successful, both runs of Project Amazon that I did. And the plan was always to do more iterations of that. Like, I wanted to do a multi-pack one and a rhinestone version and a couple other different styles of it, not just straight diamond paintings. Like, I don't want to say plain diamond paintings because that's not really like the best terminology for it, but and I also had wanted to do iterations from other companies like Wish and stuff, and I had kind of started on that journey. Things didn't quite work out the way I had hoped with that, and I don't really want to bore you with the details of that because it's really boring, but I am really excited about the stuff that I have been looking into. I'm trying to do a little bit more research this time around and really find a good variety from different companies that I've never worked with or heard about. So if there's like a specific company that you've been kind of curious about, maybe one that doesn't have a ton of reviews, but they seem to have a lot of products, let me know and I will look into them and see if I want to add them into the next round of Project Amazon. That should be coming in November. That'll give me time to get everything picked out and ordered and whatnot. And I think next year then I will go back and start looking into those other companies that I had originally started looking into. I had made a lot of, like I said, I made a lot of progress. I just didn't. And like Wish is just infuriating. Like, you either don't get what you ordered, you don't get the right thing, it never shows up, you're dealing with sellers that are virtually impossible to get. It's not like Aliexpress. It's not that easy. If you don't get your stuff, it's not like you can just contact the seller because you don't know the seller that well. It's not as easy to contact them as it is on Aliexpress. So maybe things different now since I last attempted it. But who can say, I also had wanted to look into doing one from Banggood, and I think New Frog was on my list. So I'm hoping more of that'll come next year and we'll be able to do more from some of these other companies. I kind of looking into doing some reorders on different companies that I've ordered from on AliExpress too, just to see, like, especially ones that maybe didn't get such a good rating from me, and see if they have improved. But then that's taking a big chance to not know if you're going to get something good when you've already gotten something bad. I don't know if that makes sense. But I don't really want to waste my money either. So, I don't know. We'll see. This is all just talk right now. And that's what these drill with me's are perfect for, is just kind of bouncing ideas off of you guys, seeing what you think, giving me your input, letting you get to know me a little bit. And they're for you diehards that have accepted me for me. You crazy souls. And you're not just here to see a review or an unboxing, that you actually are interested in what I have to say and what's going on in my life. So that's kind of why I just bounce these ideas off of you guys in this format. It's a lot more laid back. I'm not as formal, not as businessy, I guess. So now that I got that little bit off my mind, I'm behind on uploading videos. I had planned on this drill with me coming out over the weekend, the second part of the ceiling video to come out over the weekend. And then now we should be into some post reviews. So I'm trying to scatter them out. I'm trying to scatter out them so it's not always just Amazon stuff. But I do order a lot from Amazon, so I just really like that website a ton. Like, too much, I think. I am literally on there every day looking at stuff. But, so the reason that I am behind is that I ended up actually getting sick, but a weird sick. So, like a week or so ago, I had gotten an email from Sam's Club saying that I had bought this chicken salad, and I got an email saying that it was being recalled because of contaminations and possible exposure to listeria, which I'm not entirely sure what listeria actually is, other than something that can make you really sick and possibly give you, what is it? When the lining of your brain gets inflamed. That. I can't think, because I'm working and trying to talk at the same time, so that's a lot of times why I sound really stupid or dumb in these draw with me's, because I can't do a bunch of things at once. It's not encephalitis, it's literally the lining of your brain. Anyway, not the point, but so of course they were offering me a refund, but paranoid me made a doctor's appointment and went in just to kind of talk to my doctor about everything and make sure that I wasn't going to get super sick. And I'd been having really bad headaches, so she told me it was my sinuses. And now, when I say really bad headaches, I mean like from somebody who has suffered from not only migraines but sinus headaches, I can tell you that I don't know which one is worse. Because migraines, well, if you've had a migraine, then you know what I'm talking about. You know, it's that weird type of head pain, and not even weird, intense. And it's your whole head, whereas a sinus headache can be your whole head, but it's mostly your face and like the front of your forehead. And so when I was at the doctor and I was telling her about these headaches and she told me it was the sinuses, she told me she could tell just by the way I was talking, which I didn't feel like I was talking weird. I hadn't had like a runny or stuffy nose or anything, so I was kind of weirded out by it. But at the same time, I've been having issues with my sinuses for 20 years, give or take. So I bought some Sudafed, in which I had taken some in one of my other videos, and I was talking about how it gives me medicine head, which all medicine does. And so I've been taking that, and I've been doing rounds of Tylenol. Like, my husband's an ibuprofen kind of person. I'm a Tylenol kind of person. So, sorry if I'm blocking. So other people are going to say, oh, try this, try that, try Aleve, try Excedrin. I've tried it all. Literally everything. And it just depends on the day and the severity of the headache and how quickly I can take the medication. But typically Tylenol works best for me, especially when I'm taking Sudafed, because then I have to make sure I eat enough or I get that racing heart feeling. And then it's like, I don't know what I hate worse, the headache or feeling like my heart's going to explode because of the beating so fast. But so I've been dealing with that, and if I don't take the medicine in time, then it doesn't even matter. I am done for, and all I can do is sleep. And I'm not like a fan of taking naps. I know I'm crazy. I've always been that way. I would feel like I'm missing out on too much when I sleep, so I don't sleep much as it is. And if I don't have to take a nap, I won't. Because I just don't, I don't know. I'm one of them people that's like, oh, I'll sleep when I'm dead. Which is just a stupid attitude to have, especially when you're not feeling well. But nonetheless, that's how I am. Okay, so now, to interrupt myself, this is the part I hate, and I was hoping I wouldn't have to get to it as soon as I am. But these arrows, like, look. They're right next to each other. So 37, and I know they're upside down because I'm working upside down, so I need them to be upside down so I get the right symbol. But 3740 and 3787 are both arrows in opposite directions, and they're blue. Well, one's purple and one's blue, but they're close enough that it starts playing tricks on me and slows me down. So I got to remember, toward this way, going that way, I need that arrow. And if you couldn't tell, I'm doing the checkerboard. I do the checkerboard method for everything. It just, like the way that it looks overall when the pieces are completed, it makes things line up so much more. And so to get back to the whole thing of it all is the headaches. So yeah, I've been spending time sleeping and just doing whatever I can just to get through whatever sinus infection I have going on. I think I'm just going to have to give in and go into, it's not urgent care, it's called convenient care. It's kind of like, in this grand scheme of things, there's seeing your doctor, then there's convenient care, then there's urgent care, and then there's emergency room. So if you don't have a convenient care around your area, it's basically like you go there for minor things, ear infections, sore throats, sinus infections, them kind of things, simple things in which you can get treated quickly and get out quickly. It's kind of a high or a quick turnover as far as patients go. They don't take patients for anything like super severe, like if you pulled your back or something, they would send you to urgent care or to the emergency room. So, but I've been thinking about going to convenient care and just getting some antibiotics, just I don't know what else to do. Usually the Tylenol and or ibuprofen and or Aleve and or Excedrin in combination with the Sudafed works really well. And I mean, I've even done where I've rotated out throughout the day and just did different medicines, but it's just nothing is touching it, and it is just miserable. I hate not feeling 100% so much, because I like to be productive, I like to stay busy, I have so many things that I have on my list of things that need to get done right now, like painting my basement. I haven't been able to do that. Playing World of Warcraft, because the new Classic Realms came out, and I won't bore you with the details of that. If you know what it means, you know what it means. It's just a new kind of expansion. Not really, but because if you didn't know, I have been playing WoW for many, many, many years. Let's see, I think my kid is 12, almost 13, so I've been playing for probably 10 or 11 years, off and on, which sounds ridiculous when I say it out loud, but they just had some new versions come out, and they call it Classic, because it's basically the base game with a few little minor changes. I guess people were like requesting it a lot, and so they finally made it a reality. So yeah, so that's on my to-do list of things that I would like to do. And I finally got one thing off my list. I wanted to go through my diamond paintings and kind of organize them, see what I have. And I have a very bad habit, and I mentioned this in the last post review that I uploaded on, what one was that? Oh, the haunted house. In that post review, I mentioned very briefly that I start and stop a lot of paintings, and the one I'm working on right now is one of those such paintings in which I start and stop. But I wanted to go through and see how many of them had been started, and then kind of organize them from there and put the ones that have been started toward the top so that I get back to them and finish them. I definitely do not think I will finish Witchy Owl, which is what I named this one, by the time Halloween comes around, but I am bound and determined to get all my Halloween ones done so I can get new ones next year. So I have this one, I have Sparkle Skull that I still need to finish. I just didn't want to use it again in another drill with me. And then I think that's it for the Halloween ones. If I'm not mistaken, now I have to look over at my pile and see. Yes. So Witchy Owl and Sparkle Skull are the last two Halloween ones left. And then I have another one from one of the Project Amazons that I had started, and then I needed a break from diamond painting for a while because it was starting to hurt my shoulders a little bit. So I put that one away, and I need to finish that one too. I can't even remember which one it is. It's definitely based off a tapestry and probably a cross stitch as well. But I started that one, and I don't know. Sometimes I'll start one and I'll just get bored of it, like with Witchy Owl. Like this little section that I'm doing, it was a lot of the same colors and not a whole lot of color switches because it's background stuff. And so I got bored of it very quickly, and then I didn't want to work on it no more. So then I moved on to something else. And then I saw a picture of it actually when I was looking for some different pictures for, I think it was maybe a thumbnail or a video or something, and I saw the picture of this and I fell in love all over again because I really do like this painting. But I think I was working on it after Halloween, and so obviously that loving Halloween feeling was long gone, and it was hard to work on a Halloween painting when I had Christmas ones to do and other new ones coming in. And actually, this year is going to be the first year that I am gifting diamond paintings. So my next drill with me will most likely be this one that I found for my mom. I don't even remember when I bought this one. I did do an unboxing on it, but I won't link that one until we work on that canvas. But it's a rooster, I'll just give you that much. So I want to do that one for my mom, for her, because her whole kitchen is all roosters. And I think in one of my very first videos, I think it might have even been my first official unboxing, maybe, I showed a little bit of that kitchen. All right, I'm trying to make sure that I am done with this particular arrow. I think so. So now it's time to do these green ones. And I don't know if you can see this, if you're even watching. There's two colors of green in here, two 3787s, because they shorted me a couple of eggs. And the color I had, I think, ended up being a little bit darker than the color that they sent me. But I figured nobody's really going to notice that. It's in the background. It's not even like a main color. It's kind of scattered, so... But yeah, so I got that, and then I also have a cross stitch of a different rooster that I'm gonna get done for her. So yes, for the first time ever. am doing that. And then one of the other projects that I had on my to-do list of things that I have been putting off because of my stupid headaches is actually putting drills away. So if you've never seen one of my organizing videos, which I'm sure most of you have, I organize in binders. I use a combination of 3-ring binders, baseball card, like protective pages, and then baggies, and that's how I put my extras away. And so when it comes to organizing and putting away projects when they're completed, it's kind of a big production. 'Cause I never buy enough baggies to just have a reserve spot for every single number, which is kind of in my future because I'm to the point now where I have more than I don't have as far as numbers go, DMC numbers. So I could probably do that, and it would make finishing a lot easier. That's what I call it when I'm done with the diamond painting and I put it away. I just call the whole thing finishing, like between cleaning up the canvas itself with, rolling pin, toothbrush, and baby wipes. But I also put the drills away, and I call all of that finishing. So when I say finishing, that's what I'm referring to. In this instance, this diamond does not want to go on this canvas at all. Okay, there. She's down. So I actually had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, I think 4 or 5 projects. Oh, no. It was 6 projects, including the accessories that I just finished as well. I had all of those that needed to get put away. So I finally sat down the other day and got that done. It had been on my to-do list since before I even moved into my new house. But I knew it would take me hours, and it did. It actually took me a couple hours one night and then a couple hours the next night. Just because of my process and stuff. I mean, the next step after that now is going through all of the drills and then affixing them into my different books that I have. I have 2 separate books for finding the correct drill colors and stuff, and finding the numbers on missing ones. And I want to affix some drills into those. Originally, when I first bought them, I thought that was just not something I'd want to do. And I wouldn't say I thought it was stupid. I just thought it was tedious and I didn't want to do it. I was lazy. But now, going through my books, I kind of want to do it. I just think it would be a fun project. A long project, but a fun one. It's actually something I thought about doing as a replacement for Drill With Me's, because I do want to kind of do some other things besides just Drill With Me's. I've done craft and chats in the past, just a few of them, but I still want to do the series with cross stitch called Join With Me. It's just that cross stitch community is a lot more critical, especially of newbies like me. It's I get more comments telling me what I'm doing wrong than, anything else, instead of just conversation type ones. And I am not offended, because if I know a lot about something, I get that way too. I just want to share the knowledge, so I don't get offended or anything. So I don't want you to get that wrong idea about it. But sometimes if I'm having a bad day, the last thing I want is to read criticisms, whether they are helpful criticisms or hurtful. Most of the time I can just let it go and be understanding, but there's those rare occasions where the comments kind of hit a little bit harder. So I really got to be mentally prepared to open myself up to something like that. But when they come out, they will be called Join With Me, because I looked up other names for, oh my god, I got through that part really fast. I gotta get some more drills ready. What you can call sewing, and join was one of them. So I thought it was just so dang clever. Join With Me. I don't even think I need to, there's so few of this color. I can just take them right out of here and put them on the canvas. Oh, there's a hair. Surprised there's just one. Does anybody else find that their Huacan or Every Moment tweezers, the tips get like, see how mine's like all bent? Excuse me. I have to like take pliers and realign them every once in a while. They lose their little pointy edges if I don't. And I have a ton of them, so I just rotate through them usually. But they're all the way across the room, so I didn't want to get up and do it. It's not that I was feeling lazy this time. I just, the pliers were right here, and so were the tweezers. So I thought, well, this time we'll just fix them up. But usually I don't. And I completely lost track of what I was talking about, so we're just going to move on to something else. I think I was talking about all the things that I need to do, and the diamond painting stuff, the books, and thinking about affixing some drills, and I just know that it's going to be such a big project, and I just don't know if I'm up for it just yet. Maybe after the holidays when I don't have so much to do. I actually did start decorating a little bit outside, obviously, and inside, but where I lived before, we never really had trick-or-treaters. Like, we would be all ready, and we'd buy all the candy, and we'd decorate to the nines, and we'd never get the trick-or-treaters. But I think this neighborhood will be different, because there's so many kids in this neighborhood. Like, dang near every house in this neighborhood has kids, so I'm hoping that we'll be lucky and get some this year. And my youngest, Talon, he might even want to go trick-or-treating this year, so for the last year, I'm guessing. But he hasn't went for a few years. What we would do is we would just give them like $10 or whatever and just let them get candy. It was just, you got to think too, where I live, can be extremely cold. And so it's not really fun necessarily to go out trick-or-treating, whether you're going to get a ton of candy or not. Sometimes it's just funner for the kids to stay home and pass out candy and get a bag or two of their favorite candy that they would prefer to have anyway. But I think we're going to actually attempt it this year, hoping, all along while hoping that the weather holds out. But my mom gave us all her old decorations because since she don't get very many trick-or-treaters, she doesn't want to decorate this year. And I may have already talked about this, and if I did, I'm so sorry. But, because like typically when you buy stuff, you buy it with a purpose. So, you buy, let's say, a spider web with a spider in it. It's like a window thing. You buy it because you have a certain window you want to put it in. So taking stuff secondhand, it's kind of difficult because it's like trying to figure out where it can go versus buying something for a specific area. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of where I'm at. Like, I got the windows in this house are so much bigger than my old house. So, like, the little decorations that fit nicely in my old house don't hardly fit at all. So, it's difficult. Oh, I'm cycling through these numbers like crazy. Let's see. I need little up arrows that don't have a tail. 154. 154, I feel like, is in almost every single one of my diamond paintings. think I need to dump it out because there's just too many in this pot. So this is the first way I ever... Oh my god, so at some point the video cut off and I have no idea where. So I apologize. I had been talking about decorations and buying them with a purpose. So if it got cut off, I'm so sorry. Basically I said, when you buy decorations, you buy them with a certain place to decorate in mind. And when you get your decoration secondhand, it's harder because you're trying to find a place for this to fit. And my house has way bigger windows than my old place. All right. So if that's all repeated information, my bad. I gotta watch that. I knew it was coming up. And I do that every time when I actually look and I see that we're getting close to the clip ending. I should just pause and then restart it on my own instead of always missing it. Because I feel like I'm apologizing in every freaking video. But anyway, so yeah, we're doing a little bit of decorating. And I feel like I don't even have enough to decorate everything, because this house is way bigger than my old house and there's way more spots to decorate. So that part's been kind of tough too, because it just will put stuff up and it just looks stupid because there's nothing else there. But oh well, you do what you can. You do what you gotta. Let's see, I think I can get back into using the arrows again. I don't want to get into this area where all these stars are because that's just 310 and I don't have it dumped out, and I'm going to need a bigger tray when I do that. So yeah, let's just get back into doing some of these other smaller areas instead of trying to find more of this one on the board. Yeah, so I'm gonna back up. These condiment cups are the first way I ever organized drills. I saw it on somebody's video. It's been so long, I cannot remember for the life of me where I first saw the condiment cup idea. I think it was more the dollar store, like plastic containers that were mini, and then I saw these, and I don't know. I don't know if it was my own idea or if I got it from somebody else, but it was obviously years and years ago now, which just, not years and years, like, I think I've been diamond painting for a little over a year. So close to 2 years. Not quite, but these drills are so inconsistent in size. Like, and a lot of them have those little stupid tabs on them. Like, I don't know if I can even properly show you. Of course not. But it's just got a little plastic tab on it from probably where it was in the mold and it was like either overfilled or not cut properly. So it has a little tab on it, and those won't they won't fit right when you start putting more drills in. Alright, what color do I need next? I think I need this weird symbol. So this is like one of the first kits that I also did not draw the symbols because some of them were so complicated, like that one, and I just did not want to. I think at the time I also had like a whole bunch of them that have not been kitted up because I like to kit everything. I like to put everything in containers and kits because I never know what I want to work on next. I definitely do not go in order. I go by whatever I feel like I want to do, I guess. So I have never planned out what diamond painting is next. Sometimes, because a lot of times I'll get a new one and that'll be the one I want to do next. And then I'll get a different one and then I'll want to do that one next. But I have so many bigger canvases right now that I need to get working on. I got into this like phase of buying 50 by 50s or 60 by 60s. So, I mean, that's not the largest of canvases, but it's still pretty big. And so when I was organizing my diamond paintings, I used these 6-rung trouser hangers. So basically there's a set of 6 hangers and they got 2 clips on them. So I had one of those with just 50 by 50s on them. And I think I had to double up. So I think I have 6 or 7, just 50 by 50s. And then I have another one of anything that's larger than that. And then there is 6 on that. And then I have another one with little ones. So each hanger has, or each clip, basically now I can hold 12 if it's just little ones. And this one has, I think, 14 or 15 on it. This is just sick. That's like 30 diamond paintings. I know that's nothing compared to some YouTubers, but to me, that is too much. That is way too much. I never wanted to order that many unless I had the time. I mean, by the time I get to these, I don't know. I guess I never need to order diamond paintings, which is why I think I struggle when it comes to that. But then I want to provide content. So it's this inner conflict, and like I've been finding myself where I cannot watch other creators right now because I find that I am so damn jealous. And I'm sorry I swore without giving you warning, but it's so true. Like, I feel like I can't keep up with other creators that are doing unboxings all the time, or yeah, like that they can afford to just do it, or like the what is that thing that's out now, the subscription box. You have no idea how much it kills me that I can't review that and get one. Or like when people request certain companies and I know like I can't afford it, but I don't want to like repeat that all the time. Because it's not anybody else's problem that I can't afford it. You know, they just want to see me review it. And so lately I found that I have to just not watch other people's diamond painting channels because otherwise that starts to get the better of me, and it's not even what it's supposed to be about. So I've been trying to get a little bit creative with my content so that, you know, I can keep you guys interested. Which is why I was trying to do the draw with me's, but I think I just went about it in like the wrong way by having so many shorter ones, because I know I don't particularly like shorter ones. When I do watch them, I like longer ones, because I don't want to have to get up and switch the video. Not get up, but I don't want to, if I'm in go mode, I guess is the better way to explain it. If I'm in go mode, I don't want to stop and switch videos. I like to just find a nice hour to 90-minute video and put it on, and then just diamond paint until it's over. And then usually that'll be my new timer. Like, okay, when this long video is over, I will be done diamond painting for the evening. And I don't like to click off of a video because I know that really hurts other creators and stuff, which it goes for me too, obviously. But like, it's like, let's see if I can explain this to you in a way that's not gonna sound weird. So basically, YouTube recommends your video is based on engagement, and a bunch of things come together to be considered engagement. So thumbs up and thumbs down are basically, it doesn't matter. So a thumbs up and a thumbs down in the mind of YouTube is the same thing. It's engagement. Comments, shares, if a video gets shared. What else? Oh, watch time. And that's the big thing. So say somebody has a 20-minute video and you only have time to watch 5 minutes of it. It's actually better for the creator because this matters more than all the other things combined. It's better to wait and watch it when you have time to watch. I think it's like 70 or 80% of it. I don't know. I'm learning, which is how I just learned about this. I've been watching like videos to help me become a better creator. And this is just the most recent thing that I learned about. And I thought it was so interesting because I had no idea. But it's actually hurts a channel a lot if you say like I said, we'll go back to the 20-minute video and you click out after 5 minutes. It tells YouTube that the video isn't good and people, it only has, I'm trying to explain this in a way that makes sense because obviously I'm not as good at explaining the things as the guy in the video I was watching did, but it kind of gives negative points for the video if it gets recommended because YouTube will view it as it not being interesting enough and not good content to recommend. There we go. That's as best I can do. So I don't want to start watching, if I don't have time to watch the whole video, I just don't watch it anymore because I never knew that. And I used to be one that would, if I had to go do something, I would just save the video to my watch later and then come back and watch it again later. But I guess that doesn't matter. That just starts over as a different view. Or I think that's how it was explained. Anyway, yeah, so just a little tip for you guys that, and what I do now actually is if I can't finish a video, I just leave it paused and I come back and unpause it instead of clicking off of it and then coming back and reloading it and watching it, just because I had no idea and I don't want to like hurt anybody by not, you know what I mean? Like I want to be as supportive as possible. And so obviously when I was doing like hour videos and stuff, and then if people only had time to watch 10 minutes and then they'd leave and come back and watch the rest later, I guess that was negatively impacting my channel, and I had no idea. I had no idea about any of that. So that's good to know. You learn something new every day. And so one way to support your favorite creators, and I'm not saying that for me specifically. I mean, obviously, I'd be super appreciative, but one way to support your favorite creators is to make sure you're watching the video at least, I think it was 80% of the way through before clicking off. I don't know. I guess it's different for every creator though. Like my average watch time is going to be different than somebody else's average watch time. And you always want that number to be bigger and bigger. You want your average watch time. Like if I'm putting out 30-minute videos average, you want that to maintain at like 20 minutes. You want your average watch time to be 20 minutes. So, okay, enough of the boring stuff, because if you're not a YouTube creator, none of that is going to make a dang bit of difference to any of you, and it's just going to be boring and sound like I'm just telling you this so that you don't click on my videos. But I get it. I'm just talking to you about whatever's on the top of my mind. It's just a random thought that popped into my head, and it was interesting to me, so I thought I'd share it. And I don't know what else I have. I don't have like any of my like tags with me or my story emotion story guide thingy that I created. I don't have that with me. It's put away because like I said, I've been cleaning and organizing my diamond painting stuff, and it's stuck away in my pile of diamond painting papers. Yeah, I think that's all I really have, but I kind of wanted to finish drilling this little area before I let you go, but I don't want to keep saying at you either. So I think this is where we'll have to say goodbye. I'm just trying to see if I have any more of this specific number, because that'd be sweet to put it away. Because obviously I checkerboard this whole area that I'm working on. There we go. I'll checkerboard this whole area, and then I'll go back in and fill with a drill pen. So I start out with the tweezers, and there's a little gnat right in my face. I'm going to slap him. Well, kill him. Missed him. Got him. I know how gross. I'm so sorry. But it had to be done. I will have to go wash my hands now. But at least he's gone. He kept flying right in my face. So now I don't remember what I was saying, stupid gnat. Oh, yes. I checkerboard the whole area with tweezers because that's easier for me to get them aligned. And then I go back in with a drill pen and just plop them into place. It's a method I developed with my very first square, and I like it a lot, and I have not changed this method since. I've tried a few other things, but nothing stuck as well, and I didn't like the look of things as much as I do using this method of the checkerboarding the whole working area that I'm on and then going back in with the drill pen. The only thing that I don't like about this is that when I start it, I don't like to stop. It gives me great anxiety to stop. Like how I have to end the video now, and most likely then I'll have to go put this away until a little bit later. And that will give me great anxiety. Even though it's not a big deal. I think because before I didn't have that much of a work area, like to diamond paint in, and so I'd have to leave. I didn't have to, I chose to leave all the drills out until I could get back to it. But now it doesn't matter. I don't have to worry about them getting spilled. I spilled so many drills doing that. And so I think now I just like to finish an area that I'm working on. Oops, that one's no good. It's a convex. I don't like to leave my drills out. But now I didn't like to leave my drills out. Now I don't mind. Because I'm not so much worried about them getting knocked over or full of dog hair, because my dog does not like coming into the basement. So that was another thing that I didn't like doing. So yes, that's all I have. I am gonna just stop. Alright, take the picture down, put Witchy Owl away, cover it up. You're okay. It's okay. So I didn't get that gnat. I got him now. That's it now. Seriously. So don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Hit that like button. It helps me out so much. Hit the bell so that you'll always be notified when I upload videos just like this one. And all the future stuff that I have coming up. And with that, I will let you go. Have an awesome day. Have fun doing whatever it is that truly makes you happy. Love you, friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.